Stan Lee, co-creator of such superheroes as Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Iron Man, the Hulk. Together, Daniel and I are on a mission to find people with real superpowers. Superhumans are out there. Prepare to meet them. On this leg of our quest, I'm on the hunt for people with extreme strength, capable of pulling huge objects. First up, a human tugboat. I want Daniel to lay down a challenge to find out if he really is worthy of my League of Superhumans.
On our quest for superhuman strength, I'm searching for a swimmer rumored to possess unrivaled power and endurance. This man claims to take extreme swimming to a whole new level.
When it comes to strength and endurance, I don't know of another swimmer who does what I do.
Jim Dreyer is not just a swimmer. He claims he's a human tugboat.
I've pulled bricks. I've pulled boats. I will try to pull anything.
And just like a real tugboat, Jim says he pulls things way bigger and heavier than his own body.
I haven't found my limits yet. Once I focus on a goal, I think of nothing else.
But is he superhuman? I'm here to find out.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever pulled?
In the summer of 2013, I pulled a ton of bricks in 2 dinghies, 22 miles across Lake St. Clair. It was a 51-hour swim. Swam against the current the whole way.
Jim began as a normal swimmer, but decided to become a human tugboat after realizing his record-breaking swims were risking lives.
In some of my swims, we'd get into some really rough weather and, I'd put my crew in danger. I thought, I think it's safer for everybody if I do this alone. So I started pulling the weight of my own supplies, kind of coined the term strength swimming.
What makes you different? Why can you do this?
What really makes me different is, I think I've got quite a bit of peak strength, but I'm able to hold that intensity level for a ridiculous period of time.
The paddles give Jim's hands a greater surface area, but that means every stroke is 4 times harder.
You generate that same peak force for the entire time that you're swimming. You have a physiology that's allowing you to maintain that force level for such a long time.
And once he's moving, there's no stopping the human tugboat now.
On my quest for strong men with superhuman pulling power, Daniel's already witnessed an incredible demonstration of pure strength.
All right, Jim, you can do it. Keep pulling, man.
But he's about to attempt a feat that will rewrite the limits of the human body.
I'm back in Newport Beach to witness ultra-endurance swimmer Jim Dreyer attempt to feat a strength that seems completely impossible.
All right, well, this boat is huge. I didn't expect it to be this big.
This will be the hardest physical thing I've ever done.
Jim's challenge is to pull this 27-ton ferry, 800 feet, like a human tugboat. And Rod Havrilla thinks that defies physics.
Based on what we saw with the analysis, I would say it's impossible.
Well, Jim, if you can pull a 27-ton boat, it'll definitely be superhuman to me, buddy.
Yeah, it's enough incentive for me.
As Jim puts on his paddles and connects up a waterproof nylon tow rope, he knows the wind and current will make moving this enormous object even an inch almost impossible.
All right, so he's in position now. He's got all his gear attached to him, and looks like he's about ready to go.
You ready, Jim?
Ready.
The 800-foot ferry crossing usually takes 4 minutes. Jim thinks that if he can move it, it will take him more than 4 grueling hours.
All right, well, so he's off.
The hardest part is going to be to start it moving.
All right, I saw a little bit of movement. He's pulling it. Yeah, he's moving it.
It's good to see he's got it going.
Incredibly, it's taken just over a minute for Jim to get the ferry moving. And for the next 5 minutes, Jim is somehow pulling all 27 tons faster than anyone thought possible.
At the 5-minute mark, he hit about 28 yards, which is about 20 yards faster than we thought he'd do at the 5-minute mark.
It normally takes 135 horsepower engine to pull these things. It's just one man doing that.
Right.
You didn't even think it was possible.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
But just as Jim hits full flow, the wind picks up and begins to blow Jim and the ferry off course.
The direction of the wind and the direction of the current makes it very difficult for him to swim straight.
For the next 20 grueling minutes, Jim is in a battle with the wind.
Yeah, he is compensating, especially with the angle of the front of the barge. It does make it hard, but he's actually been turning it back and forth the way he desires. So
Somehow, he really is pulling this 27-ton car ferry, just like a human tugboat.
So how are we looking, Nate?
in the last 40 minutes, he's gotten about 145 yards. He's killing it. He's cruising. He's doing amazing.
Muscle fatigue should now be setting in, but Jim is actually speeding up.
Wow, we're almost at the finish line.
We're almost there. I expect maybe 10 more minutes.
I mean, I totally didn't expect it to be so quick.
He's a machine.
Come on, Jim, you can do this. Come on, Jim.
Keep it up, Jim.
Come on, Jim.
Looking good.
You only got 10 more yards to go. You're almost there, buddy. You can do this.
And in just under an hour, he's done it. Jim has proven he really is the human tugboat.
Oh, man, that was truly awesome.
I never thought I'd ever see anything as remarkable as that.
I can't believe he did it. What he was doing was for real.
Well, let's face it, when somebody can do something that's just beyond human understanding, I guess that does make them superhuman. The feats of strength we've just witnessed really exceed anything we ever thought possible, and they serve to prove that there really are superhumans among us.